Howdy, folks. Brian Kusko here at Redline Report, and today we're going to have some of our younger generation on who are actually here working the Reptile Expo, and we're going to hear from their perspective from the sub-adult category. You're watching Redline Report. So why don't we introduce everybody else? So Zariah, Marina, Desmond, and you guys are here with what companies?
Kusko.
Kusko Company?
Kusko Company.
You're in the
Redline Kusko.
You are in the company of Redline Kusko right now. That is true.
Yeah.
What is the company that you came to the show with?
Reptile.
Reptile. Why don't you do me a favor? Pick that T-Rex up and talk to it just like it's your best friend. There you go. Yeah. Talk right into his mouth, and that'll be the best. Marina, how about you?
Ghost constrictors.
Ghost constrictors?
Yeah.
And
Reptile.
Des, you're also here with Reptile too. You guys, I've witnessed you both get pretty cultured on some sushi a few months back.
Yeah.
So what are you guys? Here, I'm gonna try and pick people to answer the question. Marina, how long have you been coming to reptile shows for?
Since I was like 7.
And how old are you now?
Like 12.
12. So you've been coming to reptile shows for 5 years.
I think so.
And Z and Des, how long have you guys been coming to shows?
Since I was maybe like probably 4,
And how old are you now?
6.
Des?
It all started, so my first pet was a bearded dragon, and we needed feeders. And we saw that the local reptile show was placed in Kansas City and stuff. So I think it was, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 when I first started going to reptile shows and stuff. But then as a business, maybe I'd say, I think it was maybe 2022.
2022?
Yeah,
so
maybe.
A couple of years now?
Yeah.
Marina, I want to comment on how well you've been doing with greeting people at the door. At the show, you've been welcoming people to the ticket counter, and you've been doing so in a very professional way and also a very welcoming and I don't know that I've seen anybody match that energy today at the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've done a good job. I can't imagine being somebody walking up and not feeling super welcomed, and also just you're just very excited to welcome people, and your voice is so friendly and welcoming. It's been really cool to watch.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've been doing a really good job of that. What do you attribute that to? How are you so, what do you have to prep yourself up first, or you just naturally like that with people?
I just I'm naturally like that. I like people.
Yeah, that's important, because I think a lot of people coming to the doors of the show might be a little nervous about coming to a show possibly, and then there's somebody like you greeting them and being so friendly right off the bat. I think it's a good introduction to a show for folks. So good job on that.
Thank you.
What are your answers? Do you have any favorite animals?
Probably.
If you had to pick one animal, that it could be the only animal that you get to keep at your house for the next 10 years, what animal would that be? I know it's a hard question.
Water monitor?
A tree monitor? Do you have a tree monitor right now?
We have a water one.
You have a water monitor, but you don't have a tree monitor yet? All right, we're going to get you a tree monitor. I'm not going to get it for you. You have to talk your dad into getting you one.
And if you want to get your Redline fans. What?
Nothing. You're good.
Yeah.
I like it. I know you guys might be. So how old are you guys?
13.
13? Okay,
Yeah.
so you got 13, 12, and 6. Do you see yourself doing something in the... I know you guys are here with your folks, obviously.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of the things that other folks have been talking about with me is how excited we are to see kids like you guys at the shows, potentially ready to carry the torch forward when we get too old to do this stuff. That there's the younger generation is going to come in with the energy and keep this stuff going. How do you guys feel about that? Again, I want to preface it with I understand. Just say that when I was your age, I had no idea what I was going to do when I was an adult. Sometimes I still think I'm figuring it out.
Yeah.
But do you guys have any idea, when you become adults and you're doing things on your own, you're not coming with your parents, what do you guys see yourself doing? You can each take a turn answering. We'll start with Des.
I think I could see myself still maybe doing this stuff. Because, it's fun seeing, all the different stuff that they have here and stuff. The people interaction as well, meeting all these new different people and stuff. Just kind of, you're traveling too. So just, it's nice. I like it.
Have you had some good interactions with folks at the show today?
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
yesterday?
definitely, Yeah.
What would
Definitely.
you say? Is there anything that stands out, like as far as an interaction with somebody at the show?
Not that I know of, but there have been like some like that. I was like, it's that. I don't.
No, there's no wrong answer here.
I don't got anything. Yeah.
What about you, Marina?
I don't know actually. I'd say like in the future, Troy, with All American Reptile and Plant Expo, he said that I would, take over his company. So I'd see myself, doing that when I grow up, and working for Ghost Constrictors, my parents' company, and selling ball pythons, stuff like that.
I think that something that is not like how you said you kind of naturally like that with people. I think that that's an important skill set to have if you're going to be doing something like Troy said, like taking over the expo. You do. I can understand why he said that because you have that like ability to connect with people and like talk with people, and that's important because as much as we are here for animals, and the reason that the show is happening is so that we can show people how cool the animals are and stuff of that nature. If you can't connect with people, the animals can't speak for themselves, right? They can't talk.
Right.
So we're kind of their spokespeople. And so I think that you would do a good job of that if that's something you truly wanted to do. Your ability to connect with people, and I think that. What do you think about that?
I agree.
By easy, what are you gonna? You got your whole adult life figured out yet? You know you're going to college. You know what you're gonna do for a job when you're 26 years old. You got at that point yet?
No.
No. I wasn't expecting you to say. If you said yes, I was going to be like, okay, let's do a case study on this kid. What's been your favorite thing about the show, Zariah? Remember to get that T-Rex right up to your mouth when you're talking. Yeah, just so we can hear you better.
Seeing how like all the kids coming in and looking at the reptiles and like being excited.
What makes that your favorite part about the show? Like, why is that your favorite part? Seeing the kids come in and getting excited.
Because it makes me happy too.
Makes you happy too. Nice. I like that. It's the same for me actually.
Yeah.
That's cool. What do you work with any animals yourself outside of what your folks do?
No, not really. I mean, I have I have a bearded dragon in my room. I have two. I have a blue-tongued skink, and I have a hognose.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like work. Like I'm not like.
If you want to say the last thing
Like when I'm like.
you have in your room.
Like what?
So I understand what you mean. Like we don't really
Like I'm
work
not
with
breeding.
them. But
Like yeah.
sure, but you do have those animals. So when I say work with animals, I'm kind of like saying just the fact that you take care of them,
Yeah.
you interact with them. That's one way of saying that you work with them. I get what you're saying. It's not like work. You're enjoying it, but it's still kind of you're spending time with the animal. They're not like a dog where you can just like. Even dogs, you have to work with them. Like even the most well-behaved dogs, they're like that because somebody worked with them.
Yeah.
Whether that's just loving them and taking care of them. Loving your animals is a way of working with them. So when I say work, I mean like taking care of them, loving them, spending time with them, getting them to be comfortable with you. That's all working with them. At least that's my opinion.
Yeah.
When I say work, that's what I mean when I say work. So what of those three? So you have blue-tongued skink, you have the bearded dragon, and you said hognose snake.
Yeah.
Of those three, which is your favorite and why?
I'd probably say my bearded dragon. Her name's Kevin. She was just the first reptile I got, so she's kind of been with us like throughout the whole entire journey and stuff. So that's why probably she's my favorite. So like, it's pretty cool, you know. Yeah.
I haven't met a whole lot of females named Kevin.
Yeah, and what's funny is that so what's fun? Oh man,
Well, we want to hear it.
Yeah. I'll say it. Yeah, but so I was at school. Okay, so my dad came home. He's doing something in the cage, but then so he looks in the cage. She has like a little hut in there and stuff that there's eggs in. So then we realized that Kevin's a girl because I named Kevin after Kevin Durant, basketball player, and I was 5 at the time. It was like the size of my pinky. I didn't know if it was a boy or a girl, you know. So and then we realized, oh, Kevin's a girl. So we still call her like Kevin, like Kevers, you know. It never really changed. I mean, it's funny.
I like that.
Yeah.
Kevers. Kevin. I have a pixie frog that I thought was a girl, and
Yeah.
we named her. Oh my gosh, what did we spend spacing on her name right now? No, I thought it was a boy. And
Yeah.
we named him Jeremiah. The
Jeremiah?
Jerry, like after
Yeah,
Jeremiah was a
yeah,
bullfrog
yeah.
song, and then found out she was a girl. So we still just call her Jerry. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you do that with Kevin.
Yeah.
Kavina? I guess Kevin could be a
yeah.
girl too. Just because
Yeah.
I haven't met a girl named Kevin doesn't mean you can't be a girl named Kevin.
Right.
Marina, what has been your favorite thing about the show? And this is a two-part question. I'm giving you a hard one.
Ooh.
What has been your favorite thing about the show, and what is your favorite type of animal?
Favorite thing about the show, running the ticket counter. I really enjoyed that. That's been really fun. Being interviewed. I mean, I really enjoyed being interviewed. And then my favorite type of animal. Not reptile would be like my favorite animal is a tiger. Like I don't know, I've always loved tigers. It's been my favorite animal. Frenchies. I love French bulldogs. I just love them. They're just so cute. My favorite reptile has to be my blue-tongued skink I have, named James. He's just the cutest thing ever. I love him so much.
Are you sure he's a boy?
I don't know. I call him James, Jamie. You know.
Yeah.
And if he ends up being a girl, Jamie would work just fine.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever keep a tiger as a pet?
Yes.
You do.
Yes. I'm gonna own like so many tigers. Like,
At a farm?
yeah. I own my tiger farm.
Wow, that's big. I can personally say I have no aspirations whatsoever to keep a tiger as a pet, but that's just me. So I hope if you really do want a tiger as a pet, you're able to like go through all those processes and steps that you're gonna need to. That sounds like a lot of work.
Right.
Yeah, that also sounds really cool though. Hey, you want to come hang out with my pet tiger? I got to do that at a few people's places, and it is a pretty cool experience. It's like life changing, like solid memory of like being able to hang out with people's tigers. Not an everyday thing for me, but if you make it an everyday thing for you, I promise I'll come visit your tiger if I'm alive. What is you guys' favorite show that you've been to today?
Probably. Wait, does that?
Any show that you've been to, which one's your favorite? I'm talking about specific, like that show, that time that you were there.
Oh.
Not just the name of a show, but like the actual, like the show you went to that was the best show. That you're like, this has been the best weekend I've had at a show.
Kansas City.
Kansas City? Okay. What was it about that weekend show? Or when was the Kansas City show? Do you remember? When? Like, was it this year?
No.
No? It was last year? Well, what was it about that show? Like, why did you think about that show being your favorite? What was it about the Kansas City show?
Because all my friends are there. And usually. And never, like, at some shows, there'll be, like, a little bit of friends, like, a couple.
But
I
the
never
Kansas
get-
City... Sorry, go ahead.
But at Kansas City, there's, like, more friends for
Gotcha.
me.
Yeah, friends make a good time. Marina, how about you? What's your favorite show you've ever been to?
I really liked Denver 2 weeks ago. Denver, Colorado, because it was a really fun show. That's when I first learned to run the ticket counter, and it was smaller, and so I was there. And so we could, run around because it was a smaller show. And because it's Denver, and we got to see the mountains and go mountain climbing, and that was just an experience. It's really nice.
Nice. Like, how about you, dude?
I'd probably say Daytona.
Daytona?
Daytona was a fun one because Marina and her family was there, and I didn't have to work the table too, so it was I could run around and do all this stuff that, you know, I mean, I can still do at the show when I'm working at it. But I mean, I'm still kind of like, I have to be like kind of responsible of, you know, working at the table and stuff. It was like, it was fun.
A little more freedom.
Yeah,
Just able
yeah.
to go run around, do your thing. All right,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. So I had one final question for you guys before we wrap up. It was in my brain. I should have written it down.
Me too.
Oh, you have a question too?
Yeah.
What's your question?
So when he mentioned he had like a couple reptiles in his room, he also he didn't mention the spider.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's spider too. What kind of spider?
I think it's a red knee tarantula.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think so. I don't
That's
know.
fun.
Wait, Mexican red knee? Think
Some
so.
kind of red knee.
Yeah, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Red knees are cool. What was the question? I had one more big question, you guys. It was the good one too. That's what I get for not writing stuff down. Do you guys have any questions for me?
What's your favorite part like in the reptile shows to do?
Favorite part of the reptile show is getting to meet people who I haven't met before and who are excited, to be honest, like people that have watched the channel and have said that something I did on the channel affected their life in a positive way. And maybe they were going through a hard time and they watched something that I shared on one of my videos and it helped them in their life to get past something hard that they were dealing with. That's been my favorite moments, and it's happened multiple times where somebody comes up and says they were going through a hard time. They watch some of the videos I put out and it helped them get through that hard time. That's got to be my favorite thing that ever happens at a show, for sure.
Like, is church fun too?
Oh yeah, church is definitely part of that. Yes.
Yes.
Church is, yeah, definitely. I love church. Church is fun.
Me too.
Yeah, you had a lot of fun. You and I got to sit here and sing some songs yesterday. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
For sure. Any questions for me?
I don't think so.
This is your opportunity to ask me a question. And I have to answer it truthfully. No, I'm just kidding. I would always answer as truthfully as possible. But.
Is that your favorite shirt, Des?
No idea. I mean, I've worn it like twice. That's.
Yeah?
I mean, yeah. I don't know if I have any questions.
Yeah, you don't have to have a question. I was just curious. If you guys want to ask me anything, you can. Like, it's not,
Yeah.
But
especially since
Redline is the best.
Why is Redline the best?
Cause like I get to get like new patches and stuff. And get like fans.
It's pretty cool how they invited everybody to interact with their company by creating that bag and then getting everybody to make patches and help share everybody else's creations. Yeah, I think that's.
And then we go and eat sushi together.
That's a pretty big perk right there too. Sushi. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. How about you, Marina? Any questions at all? About anything?
So.
None? All right.
I think I'm the one that has the most questions
Yeah,
to
it's
ask.
good. Hey, you know, we all have different things that we can offer in an interview, in the hobby. Like that, we all have our own individual things that are good. Yes, right now you were coming up with the best questions, better than me. Any more?
No.
All right, good. I was hoping in that time that I'd think of that last question that I had for you
yeah.
guys. It didn't happen because I was thinking about answering questions. It's all right.
But does anybody want to fan me?
I think Marina, yeah, there you go. Marina's probably the best. It's been a little warm at this expo, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit toasty. Well, this room is extra warm with the lights.
It has been a little hot in there.
Yeah, it was nicer today so far. It's been
Yeah.
cooler today. I actually had a sweatshirt on for most of the morning already, so that's been nicer. We'll see if hopefully that keeps on going. What are future shows that you guys are going to that you know of?
I'm going to Tinley. I'm going to the AARP Kansas City show.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tinley Show, the Kansas show coming up from these guys here in All-American Reptile Plant Expo, going to Kansas for the first
If
time.
I could pick, I'll probably pick Tinley too.
Okay, if you can pick which one you're going to in the future. Yeah, Tinley's fun. How about you, Marina?
I'm going to Tinley and the All-American Reptile and Plant Expo in Kansas in December.
All right, sweet. Is there anything? What's something if you wanted to encourage anybody else, adult or kid, that's either looking to get into reptiles or isn't reptiles or hasn't been to a show? Ooh, here you go. This is I remember the question now. What is one reason you would tell anybody to come to a reptile show who hasn't been to one already?
Like, who would you tell?
what would you tell them to say, to encourage them to say, like, you haven't been to a reptile show, here's why you should come?
Because there's all cool things you could see at the reptile shows that you haven't seen. Like, even if you haven't seen them on YouTube.
See them in person's way better than seeing them on
Yeah.
YouTube. What do you think, Maria? What's one reason somebody should come to a show who hasn't been to one ever?
Well, because there's a lot of different, like, cool things that they have here. Like, there's reptiles, there's birds, there's plants, there's little tiny, like, toys, like, stuffed animals. There's all these super cool things here that it's just such an experience.
And you might want to come here because there's also kangaroos.
There's kangaroos. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
this particular
yes.
show there are some kangaroos, and there's usually something different like that
Yeah.
you wouldn't expect to be at a show. That could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you guys? What's one reason for somebody to come to a show who hasn't?
I don't know, because like they took both my answers.
Oh.
They took both my things that I was
fair.
gonna say.
That's
So,
a
I
tough
mean,
thing
like-
when you got an interview with
Yeah.
multiple people. There's somebody might say what you were thinking already, which is fine. Yeah, there you go. That would have been my answer too. Well, I would say like to have a interaction to meet some other people who are interested in things you're interested in. Is a great reason. You make a friend that you didn't have before,
Right.
who's into some of the same stuff you are. There's a lot of people out there keep reptiles. They're not very social sometimes, and they don't really like people. But this could be a chance to meet somebody and make a friend. So I appreciate you guys taking the time away from your booths. I know you guys are all been working hard this
Yeah.
weekend, so
Yes.
I appreciate you coming and sit down with me for a little bit and doing this.
Well, this was fun.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
All right, I'm glad. Right on. Well, I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna get back to work. Is there
Okay.
anything you guys want to say before we're done? Now's your chance to say it.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Thank you guys for watching. If you would please leave a comment down below to encourage our young folks in their interview today. I know they were all maybe a hair nervous to come and do it, but they were also very willing and excited to do it as well. So appreciate them coming on and sharing their perspectives from the younger generation, the generation that is going to take this over from us. So thanks again for watching and for supporting the channel. Tune in next Tuesday for another interview here on Redline Report. Until then, y'all take care.
I start laughing.
Wait, am I in the way of that shot right there?
The hair is.
My hair
It's
is.
good though.
Alright.
I want that.
None cameras are behind you. They're only behind me and this.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep smiling oddly because I smile when I get really nervous.
Hey, the camera behind you.
Stuff.
Ooh.
Sorry, it's normal.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I think we're just about there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun.
How you guys feeling?
Good.
Nervous?
Yeah.
Good.
Nervous?
Yeah.
Why are
I
you
mean,
nervous?
now that it's kind of
Because I've never
started.
been interviewed before.
You never
My
been-
dad has.
Yeah, your dad's definitely done an interview
I
before.
know.